There is a Green Bay Packer that's about ready to put the entire NFL on notice. We're going to talk about who that is in this video. First, I would love for you guys to leave your comments and let me know who your most favorite recent draft pick is of Brian Gutekunst. You can even mention a guy like Matthew Golden, somebody that hasn't played a snap yet. And I would understand that because Brian Gutekunst went out, did something he doesn't do, did something the organization hasn't done since 2002 in drafting a wide receiver in this year's draft. But that's not who I'm talking about for me. And this is the guy that's going to put the entire NFL on notice. We're talking about Edgerrin Cooper. Edgerrin Cooper is one of those guys that's just built different. He's got a different type of molder. He's a special athlete, a special player. He came into the NFL 220 pounds, and he made it his goal, his mission this offseason to get better. And I'm not saying other players don't do that, but you can just sense that this dude is a star in the making. He said he put on 20 pounds of pure muscle. Okay. And that's while still keeping his explosiveness. So you're going to just see a guy that is taking his game, which was already crazy good, to a complete whole new level. In fact, coming into the NFL, Edgerrin Cooper's RAS score was a 9.34 out of 10, and that ranked 175 out of 2,649 linebackers since 1987, dating to 2024. That is an absolute ridiculous number. This guy is incredibly explosive. We already know that he's got elite speed. And when you start talking about what Jeff Hafley is doing and the type of athletes that he is surrounding his defense within Green Bay and at Lambeau Field, he's building a defense there that's going to be very disruptive. He said his number one goal coming into Green Bay was get takeaways, and that's exactly what Edgerrin Cooper is doing and did his rookie year. In fact, this is a guy that had a slow start to the season. He missed some playing time due to injuries late in the season, and he still yet made an all rookie team and even got an all pro vote. That's how good this guy is. He ranked, I think he finished sixth on the team with 77 tackles. That was with a slow start and missing some playing time. First with 13 tackles for losses, fifth with 4 passes defense, fifth with 3.5 sacks, and tied for second behind Xavier McKinney with turnover plays. And that's 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries. This is a guy that is, again, just completely built different. He had an overall PFF score, which ranked 5th amongst linebackers at an 85.7. This is a guy that you're going to certainly hear lots more about in the NFL. So when you look at the linebacker core here in Green Bay, an area that was an issue heading into 2024 season, and now we're looking at a Quay Walker player that I'm kind of excited about. And I know there's been a lot of disappointment surrounding Quay Walker, but when you've got a guy, and we start talking about this more and more, even about Matthew Golden coming to the Packers wide receiving room, and everybody just gonna get better. And you had a big struggle with drop passes and all of that last season, and nobody really stepping up to the number one status there in Green Bay. Now everybody's going to be, just vying for that position. You've got guys like Jaden Reed that's putting in a lot of offseason work. Romeo Dobbs sees it. He knows he's on a contract year, all of that stuff. You've got Christian Watson, who's pushing himself to get back from injury. You've got Dontavian Wicks, who's, sky's the limit with that dude. He's just got to be able to hang on to the ball. Now you're looking at the linebacker room where you've got Quay Walker, who's struggled. That's putting it mildly. He struggled for, what the aspirations were for this linebacker in Green Bay. But I think you're going to see a different version of Quay Walker this season. I'm going to label this Quay Walker's breakout season. And I know it sounds weird to say that, but this is a contract year for Quay Walker. I think he's going to get some money. He's going to get paid by Green Bay. I think they're not going to want him to leave because he fits exactly what Jeff Hafley's looking for. Guys that can go sideline to sideline, get disruptive, be disrupted. And another guy that I'm super pumped up and excited about is Isaiah Simmons. This is a guy that is going to just play off of and feed off of the guys around him. This is another guy that just had a stupid RAS score coming into the NFL and just hasn't lived up to the hype yet. Now he's on Jeff Hafley's defense, and he's surrounding himself with great athletes, guys that are putting on 20 pounds of muscle this offseason, and Edgerrin Cooper I'm super pumped up. And then you've even got Isaiah McDuffie. So I'm not pumped up about Isaiah McDuffie, although he is a guy that's going to put in the work. He's familiar with Jeff Halfley, and he fits well into the system. I don't think he's a starting caliber type linebacker in the NFL. I think Isaiah Simmons might be pushing him out of that role. But either way, you're going to have an Isaiah in there to complement Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker. I'm super pumped up about it. And this is going to be a guy, again, that's going to be putting the rest of the NFL on notice. I'm excited. I want you guys to leave your comments. And as always, go Pack Go.